Little Rock. It's a dangerous city. These are the stories of the men and women in blue that protect the city. Tonight's episode, Diddling at the Dog Park.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Well, I could be better.
So what was going on?
So, this is not the first time that I've caught this man doing this, but I went to the dog park with my dogs, and I sat on the bench and I was on the phone with my friend, and I'm like always paying attention to what's going on around me. So I noticed his blinds are up, which is what happened the last time. So I take a peek to see what's going on, and I can see him messing with himself to me in the window. Like, it's as visible as you are to me right now. When I moved to like get out of his viewpoint, he would open his front door and step in the middle of his door frame to do the same thing. And there are kids that walk by his door every day. I see them morning and night. It's the same group of kids. They're little. Like, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. I getcha.
The first time he did it, his blinds were all the way up, so I could see into his apartment. It was very lit. I just immediately took myself and went home. Like, I was like, what the fuck did I see?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna knock it off as like, okay, maybe he's doing something he's not supposed to, he's on drugs or whatever, and he's being crazy. So every time I go to the dog park, I make sure to see, if his blinds are up, if his windows are up. They never were until today. Then I called the management. I hung up on my friend. I called the management. He told me to call the cops, so I called the cops, made a report. He came and I pointed at the guy's house. Immediately after he saw me point at him, he shut the door. The guy came around to double check to make sure I was pointing at the right house, and he told me to call the non-emergency and come home, in case, he was on something I was supposed to be on and did something irrational at the moment, because he had, at that point, knew that I knew what he was doing.
Right.
Because I had made it known.
Gotcha. So, did you have officers come out already today?
No, nobody has come out. Just
Okay, just me. Okay.
Yeah. I can show you where he lives.
Yeah, so you're saying this has been kind of a continuing issue.
This is the second time within a week.
Okay, and so you're over there. I know it's weird, but
yeah, no,
I kind of have to. Yeah, kind of have to. Was he like masturbating? Like,
yeah, he was fully naked. I saw him. He was
just through the window looking.
If those were his windows, I was as far away from here to there right now, and he was sideways, messing with himself.
Was he looking at you? Kind of?
Yeah, like he was like sideways looking at me, and then when I moved, he went in his door frame to look at me.
Gotcha.
Which makes it very intentional on his part.
Right.
As well.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'll definitely try and go holler at this guy.
Yeah.
He's got some stuff going on.
If I'm from here, he's on the left side. Where I was sitting, he was on the right.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have you go with it.
Okay.
There you go. We'll just get over here on this road, and then if you'll kind of get in front of us and lead the way. So this is the second time this has happened, supposedly. She says she was at the dog park today, and this guy was clear as day looking at her with his blinds open, just masturbating. She went to move out of his view, and he went into the front doorway with the door open and continued to do so. So, we'll try and talk to this guy. So, just so we're both same page here. Just so we're same page here. Obviously indecent exposure. So it's a misdemeanor. It didn't occur in our presence. Unless he admits to it, what we've got is we can attempt to identify him, get name, date of birth, and she can seek warrant for so. Would that be like sexual harassment?
No. It'll be just harassment. Someone. Well, actually, no. He was
it'd be
certain
indecent. It's for his gratification.
Gratification was checking off. Now the thing is, I would have to look at the statute just in a bit, because if he was in his doorway, but yet again he opened the door and.
I mean, he's in plain view. And he clearly opened the door. It was through the window, then he moved the door.
Yep, he intended to do that. Yeah.
So it's going to be this unit over here, Unit A, the one on the right. All right. And if you want, in the meantime, while we try and go talk to this fella, you can get in your car. I would recommend possibly moving up the road ahead of us, just because if this guy, you know how people get. If they see us out here with you, he's already doing stuff.
Yeah.
He may end up being like, oh, the shit, I got a problem with her. I'm going to go find her.
Yeah.
We don't want that happening.
All right,
so.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Plus, you can stay warm.
True.
Dare stop barking.
Pretty baby.
Thank you.
Say you want to be a canine today? We could use you. You know what main's held for?
Okay, got that suicidal subject.
Okay. Are you on secondary? Can you switch to it? I'll stay on main just in case something happens.
Your traffic's coming in local.
See what? Yeah, I'm like this the way it's set up.
Please, actually, just a little muffled.
Good Rock Police! You're like, ooh.
I'm going back to get my jacket after this.
Oh, yeah, it's whatever you told me to do. I charged my flashlight. I'm out of battery. It's okay. Came out late, went straight to sleep, started running errands. By the time I knew it was time for me to go home. Time to go to work.
Hey, you doing all right?
Yes, sir.
You the only one that stays here?
Yes, sir.
I got you. So, we got a call. Were you at any point this morning doing something inappropriate in the window?
I didn't know they were open that much.
I got you. So what were you doing?
I had just got home. I was about to take a shower real quick, and I opened the windows to just let the place air out.
I got you. And so what was it? Like what was going on that we would possibly get a call about?
I was like unclothed, but I wasn't like. I was just opening the window.
Are you messing with yourself or anything?
No.
Okay. I got you. Do you mind? So we just got a call out here. Do you mind if I get your info just saying I talked to you?
Yes, sir.
Kind of do. So you're saying you had the blinds open, you were just naked,
Yeah.
but you weren't doing anything, masturbating, anything like that?
No, sir.
I got you. Did you have any eye contact or something with somebody that you believe would have called or something like that? Or?
There was a lady at the dog park. I didn't really think she could see through the blinds, honestly.
I got you. Okay. All right, my man. Well, I appreciate you talking to me, but you have a good day, okay?
All right, y'all too.
Yes, sir. So, here's the thing. What we did is he basically said, yes, I had blind. I didn't know she could see me. He didn't admit to the criminal part of it, which is him intentionally doing what we believe he was doing, right?
Yeah.
But here's where it came in handy that I talked to him, is now I have his name, his date of birth, and all of that. So I'm going to leave you with an incident number. With that, I will recommend you get a copy of it, get in contact with the prosecuting attorney's office, and then at that point, you can seek a warrant for it. As well as, if you believe that there's some sort of threat with him and it's intentionally you, you have his name, you have his date of birth, everything that you need to get a no contact order or protection.
So he's just going
Things
to
like
stay
that.
here.
No. Well, what you can also do, once you get the physical copy of the report, actually, you can go two routes. Once you get the physical copy of the report, I would turn it into the property manager. This has already
that's
been.
what they told us to do.
Yeah,
and
turn
do
it
that
in.
as well.
Now,
Now, as far as him staying here, unfortunately, I can't do anything to make him leave right now. Now, if this was some kind of other occurrence that, we know this guy, this is the 8th time he's done it and been convicted of it, it turns to a felony at a certain point. With it being a misdemeanor, what I can do is, like I said, it's really good that we got the name. Because with name and date of birth, now they know who he is. You give the report to them.
Okay.
You can seek the warrant, and then if you want to, there's also orders of protection, things like that, to protect you specifically from this person.
Okay.
So, and I'll notate that in my report that this is a secondary time that this has happened. It was obviously, from your point of view, you're saying it's intentional, what he's doing,
I mean,
this and that.
I mean, he's looking right at me, coming out the
So, I don't see a reason that you can't have some kind of order of protection or no contact order in place where he cannot be around you. Now, like he said, I would highly recommend getting that turned into management. Because they
How
need to know
long
about
until I can
this.
have that?
So today's Friday, so the report will be likely ready by Monday because it has to go through certain supervised chain of commands when they approve the report.
My sergeant will have to look at it. He'll approve it. It'll go up. Then they'll get it processed.
The fastest way, at least for the office to act on their part, is you give them the report number and they can contact our headquarters, see they can have it emailed. Then they'll be able to pull up his information and say, hey, this guy doesn't really need to be here. They're
I mean, what about the kids that are walking?
So
I
here,
mean, like,
so
okay, yeah.
So here's the thing. So the kids walking by, that is very unfortunate, which is actually a felony, but we cannot do it if no one reports it. You are the first one to report it. Now, here's the thing. You see a problem, and I appreciate you for reporting it, because apparently, I think this goes on more than it actually is known. So far, only you know. Who knows? He may have done it to someone else, but doesn't do a report, either a fear or either doesn't want to get police involved.
Yeah.
So right now, it's we're only going to go forward from here.
Okay.
So again, you got his information. You know who he is.
So he admits to it.
He means to being naked, but we can't do an arrest because the thing is, he has to admit to the sexual gratification part. Now, we did ask him. He said no. And also, the thing is, I would recommend the office to set up surveillance cameras. I would highly recommend that you tell the office that, because here's the thing. Said this is twice.
Yeah. And like,
they can do more than what we can do legally.
Okay.
The office can act more. Like if they want to kick him out, they'll just put it in place. They'll have eviction notice in place.
Okay.
And he'll have to act upon that. But the thing is, we can't legally force anyone out of their home without a court order.
Okay. So if I go to the, what is it, the Attorney General, who's it?
Oh, I'll give you the address. It's going to be the prosecuting attorney's office. It's going
And
to
do
be.
I have to get my own attorney, or like?
No. This is the prosecuting attorney's for the state. Just get in the report number, tell them what's going on.
Okay. And could you also give me the report number?
Oh, my partner's getting it.
Okay.
He's going to give you a card. I'm giving you the address. So,
Okay.
first step is you're going to pick up the report. It's going to have the address where you're going to pick up the report.
Okay.
Then, once you get the report, you're going to take it to this address, which I'm writing down.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So if he keeps doing this, do I just keep calling you? Like,
So here's the thing. It never hurts anyone to have. It never hurts to have paper trail. Now here's the thing. If we keep calling here certain times, then we need to contact the manager's office,
They
because
want us
again,
to bring them from
in
PCR Day.
the state of Arkansas,
y'all just transport PCR to 12th Street.
I strongly believe that Arkansas is behind the times, because if there was like surveillance footage, here's the thing. We wouldn't make an arrest because it's a misdemeanor and that didn't occur in a presence.
yeah.
The only times we can do an arrest that didn't occur in a presence are domestics,
Okay.
or like domestic fights. That's about it.
Okay.
So I would. What time does the office close? They close now.
Like
So-
5, yeah.
So contact them first thing in the morning. Tell them,
Okay.
hey, I made a police report.
Well, they
This guy.
know, because I
They
called
know?
them before I called y'all, because I wanted somebody to at least, who was close, to come by
All right.
and see, like, if
No.
at all possible.
Now here's the thing. Everything is on body cam. If they want, hang on. When you get to our headquarters and address, you can ask for an FOI, which means you as a taxpayer, you also have access to this body
So I
cam.
can see what he said.
Yes. So not only that, but also the office.
But did
which,
he know that I was there?
Here's the thing. He knew a woman. He didn't specify the race or your description of what you look like. All I knew was a woman. That is it. So I wouldn't be too tense up about it. However, if you think he's onto you, because we don't think he is, but if you think, just try to take a break from the dog park because he lives there. So again, I highly recommend that you contact the office in the morning, give them their report number.
Okay.
By Monday, it should be ready. So you're going to
Okay.
pick up the address at 615 West Markham, which is this address. Once
Okay.
you do that, take it to 2400 South Spring Street with prosecuting attorney's office. But before you leave here, just ask for an FOI and tell the office about that too. Since,
Okay.
again, he did admit on body cam that he was naked, but didn't admit to the sexual gratification part.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, should be enough for them to actually do something on their part. Because
Okay.
again, they do more than what we can do.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, do you have any other questions?
I mean, if you're over there too again, just call. Just keep calling.
Keep-
Call. The more and more reports he has too,
Okay.
it's going to catch obviously way more attention. Like I said, unfortunately, with it being misdemeanor charges at this point, it kind of ties our hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if it was up to me, absolutely all day long, I get it. I get your point of view.
Yeah.
And 100%. If there's kids out here, it's a dog park.
I mean,
God's
kids
sakes. You know
play
what I
there.
mean?
Like he
Yeah.
and he knows that, and if he
Yes.
admits that he saw me there, like, I mean, I'm not stupid. I saw him looking at me and following
Well,
me.
and so, like I said, with the statute, how it reads for indecent exposure, he has to admit to the gratification or any of that, which he denied. Now, it adds substance to your story if he's saying, yeah, I saw, I just didn't think they could see me, kind of do whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there's an admittance in his story that, yes, he knew the reason that we're here.
Yeah.
There's some backstory that he's not going to tell us openly.
Yeah.
But there's more than what he's leading on. So, it definitely leans further in your favor.
Okay.
I'm sure he's already ready.
Yeah. So,
everything else.
he keeps doing it. I keep calling you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, appreciate you for calling because again, I feel like he does this more than it is
I
reported.
mean, when the first time I came here, he was definitely doing it before I got here, and there was a lady leaving when I got there, and then once I was there, he just kept
And
going.
that report number, keep that handy.
Okay.
If you have to call us again,
Okay.
keep it, hand it to the officer, say, I've already dealt with this, he's done it before. They can look at that report and see that there's been a report made on it.
Okay.
yeah,
And they know it.
I would highly advise they take a picture because people tend to lose the card a lot. So yeah. So
Okay.
take a picture, and again, like my partner said, if he does it again, just when you're calling 911, just tell him that report number.
Now, question: Now, even though he's in his home, if he's doing this while I'm there, can I take a picture of me? Because I mean,
I would highly recommend.
100%.
So
You're-
here's
you're
the
in-
thing,
you're in the
like I
park.
said, it's all statute based. How the actual rule of criminal procedure and the actual law works. In the statute itself, it says that if they are in public or in a public view.
Okay.
So public view, obviously, people can see him.
yeah,
He is not. There's no expectation of privacy if I can look through your window.
yeah.
Same thing with a car. If I see drugs in a car, it's in plain view.
So you
I can see that. That's public view technically.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
absolutely.
So it's
And
a
if
free
you-
for all if I can.
I mean, if you have a picture, video, anything like that, we can use that. We can go off of that. That is this guy, 100%. I see him, dealt with it before. He's habitual at this point.
926.
Yeah.
Okay.
At that point, that
Yeah.
definitely helps.
Okay.
Now, if you do see kids and you see their parents nearby, again, I
tell
would,
them.
Yeah, let
would
them
tell them to, hey, stay around because if it's, if I remember correctly, if it's someone under the age of 15 or 14, it is
Has to
it is a
be-
felony.
It gets, actually, oddly enough, I think it's 18 because it has to be under the age of reasonable consent for
Yeah.
sexual gratification, stuff
I-
like that. So,
I was at Southwest Side. I think they changed it,
Is it-
but yeah,
It's 16.
It's something like that.
16, yeah.
but
Okay.
that was also in the statute because I read that all before I even got to this call because I was like, what all do I need to know about this?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm sorry to bring you out in the cold, but like,
this is
That's
It's
fucking
a dri-
ridiculous.
it's
No, it
what
is.
we do.
Okay.
So,
100%. And like I said, I have reason to believe he's not going to tell us or admit
well,
to a
no,
crime.
I didn't even think he would tell you that he was participating.
But 100%, if it continues to happen,
Okay.
get a picture or something, because I can work off that 100%. And
Okay.
with there being kids and stuff like that, obviously, if there's anybody I want coast,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
I don't want him out here doing that. And
Okay.
obviously, he probably knows what he's doing. He's near a park. He's near a place. It's
Right.
consistent with people that do this kind of stuff.
Okay.
So,
All right.
But again, just very important. So when the office first opens, just tell them, hey, I already made the report. Should be ready. Just give them that report number. And they'll contact. They'll see it.
First thing Monday morning, I can come by. All right. What time do they open?
It should be the hours of operations are going to be around
10.
10 to 5.
Okay. Thank you.
All right,
absolutely,
fine.
if you need
Everyone.
us, please call us.